NVIDIA falling more than 2.5% today after a Chinese regulator opened an investigation into the chipmaker for potential violation of the country's anti-monopoly law. This as China leaders promised more proactive fiscal measures next year to boost the economy. That sent shares of JD.com, PDD, Baidu, and Alibaba jumping 7% or more. For more on what the stimulus could mean, let's bring in CNBC contributor Dewardric McNeal. He's the managing director at Longview Global. Dewardric, great to see you. I first want to tackle this NVIDIA issue in the probe there. Let's be clear. Is this retaliation?
Melissa, it will certainly be perceived that way by many here in Washington and elsewhere. You know, China has spent several years building out a large toolkit of statecraft tools like the anti-monopoly law, the anti-foreign sanctions law, the unreliable entities list. And we're seeing these actions of companies being added to these lists after the U.S. has taken actions that China dislike. The perception will be NVIDIA was added to, or at least the investigation was announced under the anti-monopoly law after the U.S. last week tightened restrictions on semiconductors. We've seen this with Skydio after the U.S. sold drones to Taiwan. And so I haven't seen the details. There certainly may be some legitimate monopoly issues here. This dates back to a 2020 purchase of Mellanox Technology. So people will wonder, well, what took 4 years to get us here, lending more credibility to this being a retaliatory action versus one that's really based on the economic fundamentals of antitrust.
Dewardric, it's great to have you here. So on top of this, the Chinese are allowing their currency to weaken in a way we haven't seen in quite some time. And J.P. Morgan had a note out recently saying, you know what, to combat tariffs, that's exactly what they're going to do. So you throw that on top of this mix, and it feels like things get a little dicey between the two countries.
Yeah, look, I think you're doing a great job here pointing out the depreciation of the RMB. The question becomes, how can you continue to do that and match? Let's say this gets up to 20 or 30%. We don't have to get to the 60% that Trump is talking about. At some point, you're going to create a situation where capital flight is going to become a real problem. You're going to hit the U.S. with currency manipulation, which is another tool in the U.S.'s toolkit. So I'm not sure that depreciating the RMB is the answer here to address Trump tariffs. But certainly this is something that we'll have to keep an eye on.
How do the fiscal measures that China says it's going to take next year factor into this whole? I mean, next year, President Trump takes office. Next year, all of a sudden, they're going to have more moderate policy. That's no coincidence.
Well, listen, to be fair to the Chinese, they have been talking about the need to address domestic consumption. This is familiar to all of us here. Last Central Economic Work Conference last year this time, one of the top things on the list was address domestic consumption. This hasn't happened. And so what I say to people is the rhetoric is great. The policy that they're announcing, that they're going to put in place, we have to see what the details are. The diagnosis is right. The problem is correct. It's matching the policy solutions to the problems that you've suggested and implementing this in a way nationally that's effective. And that I have not yet seen. So I would take a cautious approach and say, let's wait on the details before we jump the gun here on them having finally decided to do something about domestic consumption and to handle deflation. I don't know yet what the details will be, Melissa.